With everything, it is October 20th, 2025. It's about 2 p.m. 71 degrees. It's windy, so I figured that I would go today and harvest my sweet potatoes. They've been in the bed for 142 days now. So we're gonna dig up that bed and see what we can harvest. I'll be working on a project. He's putting the chains on his tractor. He got these chains off of either Craigslist or Facebook Marketplace for like $25. So they're a little too long for the tires, so he has to take a few inches off. So that's his project. Anyway, I'm going to put you on a time lapse, and hopefully the wind doesn't blow the tripod down, and we're gonna go from there and see what the sweet potato harvest looks like. So let's get started. Alright, so let me show you some of my harvest. I need a pitchfork. I don't have a pitchfork, so I am damaging a lot of the sweet potatoes as I attempt to harvest them. So I need to find a pitchfork. So my attention shifted to another project. The carrots that was harvested earlier this season, the ones that broke off, have now sprouted. So I figured I'd harvest some carrots as well today. Alright, so got the last bit of the carrots harvested. This is what that's looking like. So I'm not saying it's the ideal way to plant carrots, but it's definitely expedient to harvest them, and then come next season I could realign these cinder blocks, pop some soil in there, amend it, and get back to my carrots. Okra is looking spindly, but I have some blooms and I still have some young okra on it, so maybe I'll get some more to harvest in a few days. So my intent was not to work as hard as I would be harvesting these sweet potatoes. There are definitely some more in the bed, but like I said, I need to try with a pitchfork to get those out. I also got the last bit of tomatoes, and for now this is what the harvest is looking like. I got a big one. It's got a little splitting on it, but I'm gonna put it with the potatoes so they could cure. With everything, it is the 22nd of October 2025. It's about 3 p.m. and we are high 50s, low 60s. It's windy outside. So I took the sweet potato that was harvested, have them here curing, and I managed to go outside today and harvest the rest of the peppers. Yes, last night we went down to freezing in the 30s, and we were expecting to do the same tonight as well. So I just picked green ones, red ones, whatever I could. Broke some limbs and everything. But this pile is going to go to the pantry tomorrow. I don't have any need for them. I have here a bag of tomatoes as well to take. And I know these are definitely not ripe, but whatever cantaloupe I could find, and from that tire bag, I grabbed all of those as well. Now I did the tree guards on the trees in the orchard to the best of my abilities. At least giving them a fighting chance. Now that peach tree over there and this one that didn't survive but sprouted for me. I didn't put any protection on it. I think one of these, there's two different varieties, one being I think a crab apple that it was grafted onto, the original plant. So we'll see what it does. I think it's crab apple and the elderberry. The bees I'm going to deal with on Saturday. I'm going to give them some pollen patties and some syrup and close them up for the winter. So we'll see what they do. See, I put some syrup out there for them earlier and it's almost completed. But they are feasting. And I have some peas here that I'm going to harvest. So let me go get a bowl and we're going to harvest those. So recap of the season. All in all, I'd say it was a success. Still waiting to see if I get any sprouts off of this Brussels sprout over here. The fails was the cucumber trellis. That was a fail. So I know next year I need to do better. I'm gonna come and just harvest every sorrel I could find off these vines. As you could see, the temperature last night didn't do it any justice. They definitely don't like this Iowa weather. Filling up these planters with soil and not using them was also a fail. Now I need to empty them and put away these planters so they don't break on me. Potatoes, success in my eyes. Sweet potatoes, success in my eyes. The ginger, however, and the squash, zucchini didn't do anything, nor did the garlic, but I did get some onions, which I've used and continue to use. Potato was fine. The orchard, the majority of the trees purchased survived and sprouted out, so hopefully they come back. The grapevines, however, none of those survived, so that was a flop. Strawberries, I think I got 3 on the plants that I had in these planters, none of which I partook of. So strawberries were a fail. And then we had raspberries, jojoba berries, and what's the other one? Radishes and beets got away from me, so didn't get to harvest any of those, but I did get seeds from them, and that's a plus. That okra cluster right there did awesome. Ate from it a couple of times. And all in all, that's how my season turned out.